make much. I will be the robot. Surprise. Correct. You know what? It's not exactly, but it's close enough. Yeah, I'm doing the live poll right now, and always do a 5-minute. That's what I really need. But figure out how to unmirror this damn video. Chaos. Half the fun. That's a very interesting constitution check you're rolling there. Oh, I believe it. I've heard vaguely of it, so I have not yet seen it in there. I'm so behind in Critical Role. It's to the point of I don't want to jump in because I feel like I'm gonna get lost. I'll wait till another starting. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's just too many hours, too little time. I try. I am legitimately very good at it. That's why I say I have a 5-minute startup pre-stream just so I can get stuff ready. So speaking of, let me switch my stuff right now.
All right, let's see.
Good evening,
yeah,
everyone. How's it
okay.
going? How's it hanging? I hope you're feeling well. Hope you're feeling fantastic. Hope you're having a great day.
Okay, I'm getting some like Star Wars, that or Spaceballs vibes from this VTuber. Referencing Spaceballs in the year of our Lord 2024. That's what the fuck is wrong with me?
I mean,
I
it
love
kind of fits
Spaceballs.
into the mid-combat orgy. Your Schwartz is as big as mine. Let's see how well you can handle it.
All right, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
If anyone will let me.
Okie dokie,
Hey,
artichoke.
now we can gossip, guys. Come on.
So, fun fact: this is gonna be the first time I've actually played a spellcaster, and so I was like, all right, let's see what spellcasters can I do out of my how many fucking characters I have. Oh, I could just play my fucking half elf sorcerer. That's gonna be just absolute, gonna be wreaking absolute havoc. Because fuck you. That's why.
Are you playing Wild Magic?
Yep.
Awesome.
Here's the funny thing. I actually told Reese, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry. I have a wild magic table." I'm like, "I'm guessing this isn't your first go with wild magic." He's like, "Nope." In fact, one time, with the wild magic table, there was a fucking TPK. I was like,
That's not terrifying at all.
well, and I was like, let me look through the table just to make see, and I immediately knew what it was. So, because on the magic table, if you roll it's a D100 roll, and if you roll a 7 or an 8, you cast Fireball as a third level spell centered on yourself.
Yeah,
That was my
that'll do
guess.
it.
So, in other words, don't stand next to that guy.
Never. Or hug them, depending on what kind of mood you're in. Suicide's always an option.
Well, I mean, some of the rolls actually do actually give you some benefits if you're close.
Fair enough.
And if there's anyone watching for whatever reason, it's 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half that on a successful one, and it's a dex save.
Dex save explosions.
So what you're telling me is stand near you and I might get benefits or die instead if I don't get benefits.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Because let's see.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. All the best things in life involve just a little bit of danger. So,
I mean,
Yeah. Like
I mean, if you roll a 69 or 70, each creature within 30 feet of you becomes invisible for the next minute. So,
Invisible Barbarian. Let's do it.
The rare legendary stealthy barbarian.
I know, right?
I actually rolled a 27 on a stealth check one time as a barbarian.
Nice.
Holy shit!
That's impressive.
I was the Earth Genasi, and we were in a cave. So I just did my merge with stone ability, and I rolled a 27.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. Here's the risky part about the wild magic table. 7 to 8 is fireball third level. If you roll the next one, which is 9 to 10, it's a 5th level magic missile.
Oh Jesus!
I was like, oh shit! Considering that always hits.
So what does that do? It procs on on a crit or?
No. So wild magic surge. So how it works is, you basically, whenever you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher, you have to immediately roll a d20 afterwards. And if you roll a 1, nat 1, then you have to roll on the surge table.
Gotcha.
It also happens whenever you use Tides of Chaos, which is once per long rest, you can gain advantage on an attack roll, ability check or saving throw, and then before you can regain use of this feature, you can have the DM roll the surge table after you cast the
So
first
we have
level
a problem.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
My main laptop that I was streaming on needed a system update.
Oh shit!
It's on 79%.
Well, that's not too bad, at least.
Yeah, but It's still bad.
It's all
It could
good.
definitely be. It could definitely be worse.
It could. I could be late for my stream.
Or
Oh,
you know,
wait.
the computer fucking explodes on you. But that's beside the point.
Or you know, it's in two pieces like my laptop is.
Oh Jesus!
Uh-oh.
Oh, you guys get to see Silver's VTuber.
Yeah, I immediately said that his VTuber gives me Spaceball vibes.
Can be all keep firing assholes.
Keep firing assholes. That's my
Th-
motto.
There's a comma in there, I promise.
All right, update is finished. Computer is restarting again.
Okay, so I just looked at the table. We should all be worried if whenever I roll on that surge table, I roll either a 1 or a 2.
Or an 8.
Well, I was talking. Well, more so with a 1 and a 2. Because if I roll a 1 and a 2 on that surge table, roll on this table at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, ignoring this result on subsequent rolls. So, in other words, every single turn, there could be a chance I cast Fireball. I'm centered on myself.
Beautiful. All right, hurry up, computer. We ain't got all day.
Note to self: fire resistance as soon as possible.
Note to self, stay about 30, 35 feet from Door of War.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
unless,
this-
unless you're feeling brave.
I was this close to running some shenanigans myself. I was going to do what was it, magic stone, and I was gonna see about
Yeah.
doing some pet shenanigans and stuff with the artificer summons and whatnot. But I was like, I don't think our DM can handle that. That's like 7 rounds a turn. Did I just
Good
lose
God.
sound?
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Everything got really quiet.
You know.
It froze for like for like 2 full seconds.
Nice.
Oh my God. Working on updates, 30%. Why? Why of all this? But that's why my computer was fucking up, is because it was trying to reach
Windows. That's why.
Windows.
Yeah, so if you're up to date on the hot Windows news of the mid 2020s, yeah, it turns out Microsoft is pushing a series of updates that are specifically blocking like certain softwares and whatnot on your computer because they're jerks. And they're also pushing new Intel related updates so that older Intel processors, because they used to have a flaw that would prevent them from being quote unquote secure enough for Windows 11.
Monitored.
But they finally went ahead and figured out that magic of updating a driver. And there, as such, there's a lot of updates being pushed right now by Microsoft.
Yeah, right now Microsoft is screw your because I set my my updates to install at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And Microsoft was like, screw you, we're doing it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh no.
I specifically put 3 a.m. for this reason, so it would be updated by now. I guess it didn't update while I was sleeping.
That would be the convenient thing to do.
64%. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Hey,
All
don't
good.
worry about it.
What is?
Shit happens.
D&D happens.
I mean, I'm playing as an anthropomorphic turtle. So I feel like
Yeah.
he'd be like, hey, you know,
I was really disappointed you weren't a thief because then we could have called you a Ninja Turtle.
He almost did. He almost did, and I was like, no. Needs to be a little
So,
more
yeah.
serious.
The original concept for the character was a little too cartoony. Apparently, I believe is what we decided.
Yeah.
So I had to.
I was like, I didn't want anything that was like going to be potentially copyright attacked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I wasn't gonna actually refer to anything, although I did like make a mashup of some of the
And
Ninja
his
Turtles
name was Raffanello Donatel or something.
Rafa Darnello.
Oh, that's a bit on the edge, even for me.
That's does it come with a copyright symbol at the end, or?
I did not, and that's why it's no longer.
I'm not trying to argue with Nickelodeon or whoever owns that shit.
It's got the little C with the circle, TM sign, registered trademark.
Disney owns everything, so I'm pretty sure Disney owns them now too.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to use somebody else's trademarked stuff, even if you put the TM at the end.
No, I'm saying he trademarked it, counter trademarked that shit. This is mine.
You counter spell trademarks.
The last paragraph of your backstory is going to have to be all rights reserved, no copyright infringement, all rights go to Warner Brothers Incorporated, established 1964 TM. Like, there's going to be like all 2 paragraphs of your backstory.
And this is why we changed it a little bit.
DM.
Yes.
Did we ever end up getting our +1 item for not taking a healer, or can we not because Fortheon's a paladin?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, I'm a divine soul sorcerer. I don't have cure wounds yet, but I'm sure I can pick up healing word.
Yeah, I looked at. I was like, divine. What did he?
Yeah, and cure wounds for me is second level as well. So, and to be fair, I am going to be playing semi like healer. I'm not like going full alchemical healer, but I will be playing somewhat support at times. So
I will say everyone choose either a +1 shield, a +1 armor, or a +1 weapon. If you happen to be a wizard, that could be a +1 wand or a +1 quarterstaff.
It's got to be a +1 weapon because I have no armor mastery. So
I can't. I was about to say I can't use a.
Yeah, that's a toughie right there. I'll have to think
I
that
can
one
use shield, and so that's about all. That's about it. So.
I am proficient in shield.
Well, if nothing else, I can always use the quarterstaff because fuck you. That's why.
We're at 85%, by the way. And then I still have to reload Discord and reload Twitch Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not what I planned on doing in the first 20-30 minutes of my stream. Well, our stream, I should say.
Right.
Yay, we're all famous now. I will do introductions. I do plan on doing introductions for you guys, but I did want it to be on the stream, just so people can look back and see like who everyone is. Like, who was talking? I'm sorry.
You said we're all famous now, and I said, does that mean I can quit my job?
Almost.
I mean, you can. I don't know though if you're going to be lucky with that, but you can. No one's saying you can't.
100,000 more followers, guys.
Hey, you could be a big guy like me. I get like $50 every 2 months.
Hey. How does my camera look on this computer? Because I know it's garbage. And you know what? It is garbage because this computer isn't even letting me click stuff. all my ink pens move. All of my cores, please move. There we go. 90%.
While we're waiting for this, I actually do have a question. Have a question for anyone who wants to answer this because, again, first time spellcaster. So one of the spells I have is, let me look at it real fast, is Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Chaos Bolt basically does 2d8 plus a d6 damage at first level. But it says if you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaks from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet, making a new attack roll against a new target. Now, as the question I want to answer it is, if we get a nat 20 on the attack roll, once we do our damage, can we roll another 2d8 to see if we potentially get matching? It wouldn't contribute to the damage, but it would contribute to whether or not we could make the Chaos Bolt jump to another target.
That is a really good question that I don't know the answer to.
I can
Let me
look that up.
take a look at the wording on that because ironically I have Chaos Bolt too, so that's actually a.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's all read about Chaos Bolt.
Crits just well, no, it's actually going to be a question of the rules on critical hits. Do critical hits? It's going to guarantee a hit, but does it affect the damage? I'm assuming it doubles the damage, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, it would. I mean, I guess that technically be up because I know there are some DMs that play critical hits with double damage. You can choose to opt to roll a second set of dice as opposed to doubling the damage.
Right.
And that was definitely a DM call right there. I think it would be simpler to just double the damage straight up, but I understand why you want to do that. It could go either way and be more consistently chaotic, but
right, yeah.
On D&D Beyond, it just doubles the dice.
Oh, okay. So fair enough.
But again, it would be a DM ruling.
Yeah, because that would be considered house rules.
So,
yeah.
What was the original question?
Okay, so Atlas, do you know Chaos Bolt? The spell Chaos Bolt? Okay, so the question I was wondering is, if you were to roll and get a crit, a nat 20, would it be easier to just roll 4 d8s instead of 2 d8s because it's a first level? Or would you, or because it really depends on how we're going to be handling crits. We're going to roll 4 d8s. If you roll just play all the damage, and then if any match, then you can jump to a new target and make the new attack roll. Or are we going to just double the first 2 d8s you roll and then roll another 2 d8s to see if you can make it jump?
I think that this will be
that would come
handled
down
by D&D
the
Beyond,
DM.
though. Well, I think D&D Beyond they have like default rules. I think we're doing all our rolls digitally, and so your digital roll will determine the damage modifier.
Fair enough, yeah.
I mean, your crits would be 4d8 plus 2d6. You also do a d6 of damage.
Yeah.
Well, the D8s don't do damage. The D8s just determine the type of damage, as I recall.
Well, no, the D8
they do.
actually they do damage, but they also determine what type of damage it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they take 2d8 plus 1d6.
Oh, I misread it. I apologize.
No, you're good. Yeah, it's a really unusual first level spell, honestly. Even for first level spells, it's like, the fuck?
It's
just
awesome.
grab a handful of dice and throw them.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Chaos Bolt, 9th level.
Just grab all the dice you can find and just like jiggle them around in your hands and roll them.
Which is really funny because I think. Let's see. I think it's because this spell is really weird because the higher because normally you would think, oh, it's the D8s that scale, the D8s that scale, not the D6s. No, it's the D6s that scale. Instead, you still do 2d8 damage regardless of what level you cast Chaos Bolt. It's just the amount of D8, D6s you roll.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a very unusual spell.
It's a very chaotic spell, apparently.
Hey.
It's a footloose. Oh wait, I got a soundboard just for that. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Where is it? It's not in the stage. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have some elevator music instead. No. My computer is loading, so I'm about to log in.
I mean, at least with Chromatic Orb, my other first level spell, at least you can choose the damage type manually.
I want to say real quick, this is irritating me because I had everything set up. I had the OBS pulled up. I had the Discord pulled up. All I had to do was click start stream.
It's all good. We're just sitting here silently judging you.
I feel the judgment.
Not really.
Maybe it's just my head. My head is canonically making you guys judge me, but it's happening.
I mean, I can't say much. I have a fat cranium as well. So.
As well, are you saying my head's big? I'm just kidding.
It may look big on. It looks big on.
Oh my god!
Camera's up.
I'm getting.
But I canonically have a large head, so.
Listen,
I mean, clearly you also have a shovel in your adventurer's backpack.
He's got a portable hole right now.
Not the first time I've done it. Won't be the last.
Dorivor, what's your AC?
12.
Okay, good to know.
I hope you took shield.
What's up?
Nothing.
I was just saying, I hope you took shield after hearing that question.
Well, unfortunately, I really can't because I don't have any armor masteries.
What?
As in the shield spell.
Oh no, I don't even think I can. Is the shield spell a first level?
Shield's first level spell.
Hold on.
New house rule. Shield is wizards only.
Yeah, I was just reading my own shield spell that I have, and I realized it's actually worse than the regular shield spell. I thought I did 2d4 damage to melee attackers, but nope, I reduced the damage I take, so that's not great.
Oh yeah, I didn't take that. I took double damage spells because I'm an idiot. So, par for the course.
So I guess just stay behind the turtle. Who's only 4 feet tall.
Oh gosh, 440.
I mean, if I'm lucky, there is a thing on the magic table that I think gives me +2 AC and immunity in magic missiles, so it's like a worse version of shield. So.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just a blessed spot.
Yeah, 51, 52. You get a spectral shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you +2 bonus AC and immunity in magic missile.
I'm just gonna say I can't wait for one of you to start a fight and be like, yeah, we'll fucking fight you, and then everybody just gets behind Fortheon and puts him in the front. You got this, buddy.
Well, the funny part is Fortheon would be very down with that, because that's kind of like his whole shtick is he just wants to protect people, whoever it happens to be. So
yeah, your AC, by the way, at level 1 is bullshit.
What's your AC, Fortheon?
Okay, so
it's 20.
You're kidding.
Actually, on my end, it's 19.
You're kidding.
I kid you not, sir.
I let him be a total paladin with a +1 fucking shield. So
yeah, let me refresh.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
For context, Silver has an AC of 15. Let's see. Urgash has an AC of 15 as well. Atlas has an AC of 12 like I do, and AC of 20.
Well, actually, my AC is going to change because I'm trying to figure out what +1 armor I'm going to get.
One thing that I can't get, unfortunately, because I can't benefit from it. Well, if nothing else, at least it's not nearly as cursed as when I first made my first ever D&D character, which was a Dragonborn rogue with negative dexterity. I shit you not.
Oh no!
I remember you saying something about that.
Granted, it was only a -1, but still.
My first ever D&D character was a tiefling barbarian that was level 5 with no subclass.
Oh.
Oh no! That is
I played
rough.
him from level 1 to 5 and never chose a subclass.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, my first D&D character was a level 2 satyr, and I knew nothing about Dungeons and Dragons, so I took 1 level in Ranger and
You cut out there, Reese. We heard you say 1 level in Ranger.
1 level in Ranger and 1 level in Druid, and that was it.
Okay, that's honestly that's not the worst combo I can think of.
That was, I didn't take any nothing. Okay, and we were playing. I can't remember playing something Feywildy, but yeah, the campaign eventually fell apart. Thank God, because the DM had his girlfriend basically gave him an ultimatum: it's me or it's Dungeons and Dragons. So he had to quit playing.
Oh what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gonna take the D&D, but you know.
First of all, I hate ultimatums, so off gate, I'm going to choose whatever option is not you. Just to pure spite. Pure spite alone. I logged in, it says cleaning up, and it's been at 0% for like 5 minutes. So. I logged in and I'm on a gray cleaning up 0% complete. Don't turn off your computer screen.
See, the thing is, when I first made my character, it worked out because I was looking at subclass. I'm like, what is this? Inquisitive Rogue? Let me look at this. Oh shit! Because I had negative dex, but I think because because we were doing rolled stats, I had like an 8. I had a 18 in intelligence. So I was smarter than even I think our wizard, which was funny.
You're a wizard, Copper. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, all I know is, especially with the other campaign I'm part of, insightful fighting is going to come in handy. I'm just saying.
My first character, funny enough, was homebrew.
Which part?
Oh, the race.
You gotta elaborate.
Yeah, I was saying. It was the whole thing homebrewed, or what was?
No, just the race. Before I was playing D&D, I was a big, well, I guess not was, am still a big World of Warcraft nerd. There's a tiny little fox race in the game. So my first character was one of those, and he was Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer.
That's an interesting image.
I'm gonna date myself a lot, which you can already see my face, so you can guess how old I am probably. But when I was in college is when World of Warcraft originally came out, and I remember like I bought the DVD or whatever it came on, a disc.
Oh yeah, the CD.
And
okay.
You know, it was like the most amazing
Hope you're doing
experience
well.
I ever had in my entire
Sorry
life.
for the late
like
response
playing
on
that game.
Figure out
it was so unlike
where all my stuff's at.
Anything else that was that.
And shuffling around to try to make life easier for the people here in the D&D.
That was 2005, pretty much.
Yeah, 2004,
yeah,
2005.
I was say 0405.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting somewhere. It was at 0% for so long, and then it just jumped to 50%, and now it's jumped to 100%.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
Oh,
progress.
Let's go.
Fingers crossed, everyone knock on wood.
Also, I finished adjusting my armor. Now I've got a half plate +1, so 17 armor class.
There you go.
Oh, much better.
Considering you're an artificer, yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like I should have started with a level 1 cleric first. That would have been much more beneficial.
If I'd have been level 2, it'd have gotten real interesting, but oh well.
We've got, what do we got? 2 sorcerers.
Yeah, we have 2 sorcerers, an artificer, a barbarian, and a paladin.
Wait,
So just
2 artifacts?
FYI.
No, 2 sorcerers.
I was just gonna say. So,
I'm basically a cleric without the deity.
Pretty much.
Go ahead, tease us.
No, I was just gonna say Fortheon is going to he is gonna multi-class if we're allowing that into Warlock as well. So there's gonna be some. It's gonna get interesting. Basically, he's gonna get darker the deeper into this we go.
Is he gonna be an Oathbreaker? Ooh.
You just gotta wait and find out.
I love it.
Okay. I had to pull up Warlocks because I'm like, okay, I don't know what the patrons are for Warlocks. If I had to get, if this is just prediction, keep in mind, we're probably either gonna get, let's see, because you get the patron at what level of Warlock? Is it first level or
It might be
your
one.
patron is at first level. You pick.
Yeah,
okay.
You get
I just
other
want to double
stuff
check.
later.
Yeah, I didn't know if you picked the patron from the get go or okay. So yeah, I'm gonna guess. So prediction is either gonna be Fathomless, Fiend, Undead, or Undying.
I'm going to tell you you're wrong on all of those. Probably it's going to be Hexblade.
What is Hexblade?
I'll call it Hexblade.
Hexblade's just the best one.
Yeah, Hexblade. Yeah, fair enough.
All right, everybody, put your pennies down. Put them in the pot. We'll save it.
Sword go boom.
I disarmed you. No, you didn't.
Someone call a medic, but not for me.
But not for me. Okay, now it's stuck on cleaning up 100%. Like, come on. How long it take to clean a computer?
Well, it's what happens when you go over 100%. It's got to clean up.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I gotta see something.
Unfortunately, I will be falling under the low intelligence barbarian stereotype.
Let's see. What's your?
That's okay.
Intelligence. Honestly, it could be worse.
Me like ale and killing.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, you and I have the same intelligence, Ergrosh.
Oh yeah, but the paladin and the barbarian both have the same intelligence.
Yeah, but you know, the paladin's a turtle, so like, you know.
And the barbarian's an orc.
It has to be wise.
It's
okay.
See, here's the thing. It's an intelligence turtle,
which is funny.
But it thinks at this speed.
No, this is what I find funny. The way Portheon built this turtle this is a turtle with Riz.
Oh no, the charisma turtle.
Yeah, and no joke, it has its highest status charisma at 17.
That is one sexy turtle.
Fucking hell.
Listen, we've all had a thing for Master Uguay at some point.
I actually made a D&D character based on Master Uguay.
I tuned out and I came back to we all had a thing for Master Uguay at some point. What is going on?
Oh, we were laughing at the fact that Portheon, as a turtle paladin, specifically a turtle, has instead of dumping his stats into wisdom, it has charisma instead.
Wait, is Fortheon a turtle or a tortoise? Because I grew him up as a tortoise.
Probably a hybrid of the two, my guess.
Because it is called a turtle.
What happens if a turtle and a tortoise have a
Turtle.
No, he is a turtle. Sorry, I was talking to somebody in my background here for a second, and the answer to your question is yes, he is a turtle, but it's funnier to say, yeah, he's a walking, talking turtle, because if you look at the fun art of him, although actually that's a good point.
But like, is he a turtle or a tortoise?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
I drew him as a tortoise, so
That's fine.
because I was like wrinkly neck. I was like, I just wanted like the little ball sack neck. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we all like different stuff. It's cool.
And no, and for whatever reason, whenever it gets struck or it hits something, it goes.
When it gets cold, his neck tightens up.
Oh God.
His
Oh
neck shrinkage.
God. Why? Why must it?
You know what? I think I'm gonna put this campaign in summer. Yeah, that sounds
Probably
right.
wise.
Just saggy, droopy, stretchy turtleneck. I can't unsee ballsack turtleneck now, and I feel mad at myself for it. He looks like, in my head, he's got waddles like a chicken, but they're not waddles.
But he can stretch his head out like real far because of it.
I bet he can.
He's a grower, not a shower.
You know what? That's enough for today. I think we're gonna end the stream here.
You know, it actually reminds me of back whenever I was a young robot. I would rent video games from the video store as you did as a kid. And Final Fantasy VI, I would keep running the same game over and over again, and it kept my save game until one day, apparently I missed getting it one weekend, so I had to wait for it. And next weekend, by the time I got back, someone had gone through further in my particular game and named the old man in their nutsack. So, yeah.
Nice.
That sounds about right for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You could tell it was a boy because only boys do shit like that.
Pretty much.
You are not wrong in that one.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's nothing funnier than anatomy, you know?
There's really not. You can't beat that level of comedy. Why is it still stuck on 100%, y'all? I can't make this up. Why now? It's
because
3:47.
Microsoft realized that you wanted to do something and they said, nah, it's Sunday. You're not allowed.
You can't do something fun with your friends on a Sunday evening. Would I be wrong if I restarted my computer right now? Do you think that would start the whole process over?
Most likely.
Oh God.
Yeah, I would just bear and grin.
Oh God, please, computer.
It gives me the same energy as that one clip from that movie where they're all preparing to go to space and the one Asian guy sitting there on the computer and all of a sudden it starts an update. He's like, I won't be able to get the calculations done for another 49 minutes. And the one guy's just screaming, fuck you, Microsoft!
That's how I feel right now, is fuck you, Microsoft.
If Bill Gates shows up at your door and attacks you, I don't have any part of this.
If Bill Gates shows up to my door right in this moment, as mad as I am at his computer, I will send him to see Steve Jobs. Okay?
Please note that the opinions expressed in this stream are those of the streamers only.
I will send him straight to Steve Jobs, bro. Like, oh my God.
Oh, you're here. Time to organize a meeting with God.
How about
this is the pearly white gates.
You'd be about to see pearly gates. Well, while this is doing this, I'm gonna grab, I don't know, a snack or something, I guess, to eat my feelings. Everyone take a potty break.
Fair enough. And on that note, we'll be right back. Thank you all so much for watching.
Like to have All right, guys, you want to make bets on D20 rolls?
What type of D20 rolls are you talking? Just basic ones?
Yeah, just I'm gonna roll a D20.
7.
It was a 19.
Oh shit.
Is this all mine? Okay, well, Huh?
Only early D. Let me see what is a 43 on the table. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. 43, 44. For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Nice.
Honestly, the whole 40 range isn't actually. Honestly, it's probably the best range I can see, at least, because there's nothing that's incredibly fucky with it. Because you have 39 to 40, which is you regain 2d10 hit points. 41, 42, you turn into a potted plant on the start of your next turn. While said plant, you are incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage. If you drop to 0 hit points, your pot breaks and your form reverts. And that's pretty much the worst one. Obviously, 45, 46, you cast Levitate on yourself.
And then you just float about the room, mate. It's all right.
These next two are hilarious. 47, 48. A unicorn controlled by the DM appears in a space within 5 feet of you that disappears a minute later.
Can you talk to the unicorn?
I decided if you can talk. Oh my God! I just gave it to God. I just gave it to God. I went to go get my food, and now it's ready to go.
Yippee!
Yay!
Huzzah!
And by God, I mean probably Odin or something.
You
Here's
probably
the
owe
next
Bill
one. Kind of
Gates for that.
sucks.
Bill
49 to
Gates
50.
for that.
You can't speak for the next minute. Whenever you try, pink bubbles float out of your mouth. Yeah, there are some incredibly goofy ones on the table. 61 to 62. You for the next minute, you must shout when you speak.
I'm having trouble controlling the volume of my voice.
Let's see.
I feel like
77
there's a pop culture reference for everything.
77 to 78. You cast polymorph on yourself. If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep for the spell's duration.
Beautiful.
See, what you're saying is that could be pretty bad.
Oh my God! Please don't ever
I
do
quit.
that again.
I quit.
Well,
Sorry, DM.
I mean,
I'm gone.
opportunity knocked, and I answered.
But it was a bad opportunity. No.
Don't you do it.
Let's see. What?
Look, just make sure
97 and 98.
you have a good
must rely
time
on
with it.
faint ethereal music for the next minute.
Nice.
That would be kind of badass.
63 to 64. You cast fog cloud centered on yourself, so that's a big oof.
Well, could come in handy in the right situation.
True. If I'm surrounded by enemies, that will come in handy. Otherwise, I'm just fucking you guys over. Let's see. 55, 56, your hair falls out but grows back within 24 hours. This one's kind of good. I kind of hate this one because of what it initially does, but the after effect it does, it actually kind of helps. 25 to 26. An eye appears on your forehead for the next minute. During that time, you have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
That's interesting.
I don't mind the whole perception check advantage, but the extra the extra eye, as long as it's not trying to out of my forehead, I think we're okay.
Didn't that happen in Army of Darkness, and then it turned into like his evil twin?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's a body horror shit, and I do not fuck with that. So,
don't play Curse of Strahd then.
Roll a 11 to 12. Roll a d10. Your height changes by a number of inches equal to a roll. If it's odd, you shrink. If it's even, you grow.
Once again, grower, not a shower.
Sounds like with that, he might be a little bit of both.
All right, DDR, where we at?
Sorry. I'm pulling up my OBS. I'm waiting because Steam decides it wants to open up every time I turn my computer on, and I keep forgetting to disable that shit.
So 35 to 36 could be bad if I roll it multiple times in a row. I'm just gonna let you guys know that now. Which is roll a d10. Your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. If it's odd, you get younger to a minimum of 1 year old. If it's even, you get older.
1 year old.
That's the minimum if you get younger.
Mm-hmm.
At which point we abandon him in a gutter.
So basically, you turn into an infant, and then the team has to carry you around. How do you fix that?
Has is a very strong word.
Remove curse. Greater restoration.
Yeah, but we don't have healers, so don't worry about that. We'll just put him in a nice home for adoption. He'll figure himself out.
Probably. I mean, I start out at 24. So that again, if I roll like a couple 9s, I'm kind of fucked.
It's too bad you guys don't have a cleric.
Damn.
We're just gonna have to struggle through. Lots of pew 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 and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see the robot with a baby carrier on his strap to his.
This could happen. This could happen.
Yeah, I've never actually played with an artificer before, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
Yeah, I'm interested too. This is my first time playing artificer as well. I'm super interested to see how life will turn out. Hopefully, it won't be that bad.
So it turns out that we were working on Central Time, right?
Right? Yeah, I fooled you guys all along.
That is a serious bamboozle. I'm just saying.
April Fools. Wow, Silver, you really could have been an hour late. You were gonna just.
Yeah, I love how it like took me all of like 10 minutes to get from like absolutely just watching YouTube videos casually to ready to go live, and it took you an hour to unfuck things.
Offer of a potty break, seriously.
No, Silver's mic is muted.
Oh.
I think he's talking to his audience.
No. I was trying to talk to all of you. I was saying just how funny it was that it took me all of like 15 minutes to go from watching a YouTube video to being ready to put on the show, and you took about an hour.
Yeah, I was like, he expected to be here an hour from when we started, and he could have literally just been late and still been on time.
Man, that's disappointing. I made all kinds of great jokes that y'all couldn't hear. Cough, cough, cough.
I'm sure you did. Why is Discord updating? Oh, never mind. I'm just looking for updates. I was about to snap, y'all.
Speaking of speed, I just upgraded recently to a gigabit and a quarter.
That shit said searching for updates, and I almost ripped my hair out. Okay, I
Silver,
understand.
have you done voice acting work?
I've been asked that a couple of times. I've been asked about radio as well. Unfortunately, the answer is no.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why now that you said no. So we have we have this game. You guys may have heard of it, maybe not. It's called Jackbox, and there's a whole bunch of different versions of it. And we play. There's this one game we really like that we play all the time, and your voice sounds literally identical to the guy who's like, you know, the in-game.
If you say the sun, I'm going to be really upset.
Wait,
no,
you say the what now?
He's like the announcer to a like
Quiplash.
the announcer to a game show. Quiplash, that's what it is.
Quiplash.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Quiplash is the one that I recognize off the top of my head.
I mean, you can feel free to pay me royalties if you'd like, but no.
I believe those would have to come from the
company.
culture of the game.
You know, rules like that are made to be broken, okay?
I promise next time I see you in person, I will give you a crisp high five.
You know what? Accepted. Sucker. I would have gone for a thumbs up.
All right, I'm about to switch to this laptop.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's arms? We're all like waiting with bated breath. Is it going to work? Is it going to work?
At least she's got webcam. Yo-ho!
Meanwhile, my two dogs are upstairs, like losing their minds because we have all the windows open because it's like the first day. It's been a nice day in like 2 weeks. And so, like, if the squirrels are out just running back and forth on my lawn, and the dogs are just absolutely beside themselves.
So, typical, real bullshit hours, basically.
Assuming you're in the South, too, then?
No, I am in Western Pennsylvania.
Ah.
So, Amish territory?
What was that?
I said, so Amish territory?
No. That's like Lancaster, and that's up in the middle, upper part of Pennsylvania.
Ah, fair enough.
We're like, Western Pennsylvania is dominated by Pittsburgh and all things Pittsburgh related.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Nice. All right. Well, since my computer did that, I couldn't update our overlay, so we're going without an overlay, but that's fine. We'll do it next week.
It's not a Twitch stream if you don't have problems.
Now, if my OBS fucks up, I'm just gonna throw every computer I own into the street.
I would personally throw myself into the street.
Yeah.
That's probably the route I would go.
Yeah, I'll just grab my favorite black blanket and just wait till the sun goes down and then lay in the middle of the road while covered in my black blanket.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Okay, come on, OBS. Loading. Loading.
So we'd like to take this moment to talk to our stream audience and ask you to please donate to Dungeon Daddy Reese so that
yes, please.
he can acquire a new laptop for streaming this cast. Thank you.
At this point, the estimated goal for the price of the replacement device, $10. I repeat, $10.
And that would still be an improvement. Huh?
Please join us as we work to replace his Etch-a-Sketch.
With random wires sticking out in various directions.
It's an Etch-a-Sketch with a circuit board.
We don't even know where the circuit board came from. We think it's a remote control.
It came out of ColecoVision from 1978.
Wow. First of all, I use a toaster. Thank you. A toaster plugged into a potato.
Oh, that high-tech technology.
Oh, yeah. Let me get my curls where they need to be.
Is that how the Amish charge their phones?
Oh, my God. Not the Amish.
So, it depends on the Amish, sir.
Isn't it like illegal for Amish to have electronic?
Well, so here's the funny part. Well, here's the funny part about Amish is it can vary wildly between different Amish communities depending on their. Not that I'm Amish, but I know some folks who like to hire Amish to do work on their farm, and they're always telling me like, yes, some Amish are, allowed to do all kinds of technology stuff, and some Amish are like,
traditional
1700s level. So it varies wildly depending. And it depends on like how the person in charge of their church. I think they call it a bishop, which is not an atypical thing to call somebody in that role. But their particular bishop kind of dictates that. Anyway, sorry.
That's very interesting.
I like the Amish that apparently live in a civilization that looks like Krypton.
The Amish community by my family's land in Tennessee is allowed to have cars, but the cars are only for emergencies. Like standard travel is a horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense because it's all self-imposed limitations. You got to be able to, especially in this day and age, have at least a reasonable backup plan.
Yeah, they live in the middle of nowhere in the Tennessee mountains, in the Great Smoky Mountains. So
you absolutely are gonna need a car if you need like medical services or whatnot, like drastic medical services.
Like it takes an ambulance like 1 or 2 hours to get there.
Yeah, Jebediah loses his leg in the plow. They're gonna whip the Prius up to the hospital.
Father's whipping it in the Tesla.
When it's time to bring up the barn, they got to bring around the caddy.
I can just imagine him like taking off his hat as he gets in and going, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned," and then just whipping that shit.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, for I'm about to finna whip this hoe.
I'm finna break the speed limit in this mug.
Forgive me, Lord, while I engage this 4-wheel drive.
If that isn't a fucking t-shirt slogan, I don't know what is. Just some Amish dude with sunglasses looking hard as shit, which is just
with his Abe Lincoln beard.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh my god. For some reason, Twitch Studio couldn't load. We're quite sorry about this. Before you try to troubleshoot, please check Twitch support. Reload that bitch.
One of these days, I'll watch you grow up and actually use OBS, and I'll be such a proud robot.
Okay, listen, I'm poor.
You don't need anybody for OBS. OBS is free. It's open source.
Oh. Listen, my computer can't handle that shit. As you can see, it's barely handling Twitch Studio.
Fair enough. Ignore me while I have 5 different feeds going right now. Just not even joking. I'm part of the alpha test on some of the enhanced broadcasting stuff, which absolutely kills a computer. Did I lose everyone again? No? Just quiet? Hello? Okay. Hmm.
Oh, we lost Reese again.
Yeah. Very strange. Very strange. Very strange. Seems like when you lose him too, it like everything goes quiet too. Very, very weird. I guess because we don't have a moderator, so.
Oh yeah, having that DM, it's what keeps everything moving forward.
That's what they keep telling me.
The whole 4-hour session is just going to be us trying to get the stream to work.
I know, right?
That'd be kind of funny.
Well, we'll have to come up with some material of some sort.
I mean, whatever it is has to be definitely more entertaining than that Reese fella. God.
Man, that guy. He's got this malfunctioning computer, and it's just like
Ruining it for everyone.
man, I hope he doesn't come back on and hear us saying all this bad stuff.
I know. It'd be absolutely terrible.
Oh, hey, Reese.
Oh
We
my
were
God.
just talking about how great you were.
I'm sure you were talking about how terrible I am and how you regret doing this.
No. We were definitely in middle of teas, but we would never say it was terrible to work with you. Think it is one other thing, but we'd never say it aloud.
It's not like we're dealing with peanut butter. Am I right, Reese?
Don't get me started on peanut butter.
Which one's peanut butter?
He's how do I say this? The resident little shit.
Very
He killed a
specific. I
child.
like it.
What?
In game.
Oh
in
yeah,
game.
in the Fendelver campaign, apparently he killed a kid.
How could you? Oh my god.
I was not there for that session, technically speaking.
I am offended, sir.
We are about to start. I have finally gotten my shit together.
Let's go.
This device will self-destruct in 5 minutes.
Peanut butter voted most likely to spam the fucking soundboard like a dumbass.
Oh my god. All right, we're live. Nobody panic.
Hello,
Nobody
people.
saying racist.
Guys, I wear this spiky bracelet, and
Edgelord.
I go to wipe my face, and it pokes me in the eye, and it's terrible.
Well, wear it on the other hand.
Be careful next time.
Don't do that.
So,
what have we learned?
The bracelet is removable?
Oh yeah, it's very removable.
Okay.
It's like a chastity bracelet.
But for my eyesight.
He's protecting his virginity.
His eye virginity.
Or was that Phoenix that has the bracelet?
Yeah.
Oh, she's protecting her virginity. Okay. I have our thingamabob clipped. There we go. All right. Let's go to. Da, 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 da. We're here.
Yay!
Yippee!
Oh my god. You know, it doesn't look perfect, but it's ours, and it's a little bit raggedy. But I will have that fixed by next Sunday. Now I have to pull up all my shit again because my computer restarted. So.
Dungeon Daddy Reese live on Twitch.
I am.
Wow, I know that guy.
I bet you that guy's got really cool people on his Twitch stream with him. We should totally watch it. Yeah, you should.
Right.
For sure. Should invite all your friends and any of your D&D loving family.
I'm gonna force my mom to watch it.
Hold her down. Hold her to watch it,
Are you
Mom.
sure you want your mom to see you doing this?
Mom, look
Actually,
at me
I'm not
roll a
out with my
critical
mom,
hit.
so we're gonna-
Uh-oh, it was a 1.
I feel like there was a whole lot of rethinking after he said that was going on just now.
He was like, actually.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Roll for mid-battle orgy.
The yawning portal. Scroll down here. Oh wait, I'm in chapter 2 then. Oh my god. Alright. So I guess we'll start with everyone introducing themselves, what character they play, any pronouns, class, whatever you want to mention about yourself. Silver, you go ahead and go first.
Okay, so you're asking me to describe my character, right?
Not like what they look like, but just say, hey, my name's Silver. I'm playing
Sorry. I understand.
Pyro.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elemental_Silver, and I am here to rock your fucking world. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's nice to meet you all. Hope you have yourself a wonderful evening. Definitely enjoy the show. I will be playing your Warforged Artificer, Hydro.
Copper.
Right. My name is Copper Dragon, he, him pronouns, and I am playing the half-elf wild magic sorcerer Doravor.
Silver sets high standards for the anyone that's going to be watching this later.
I know, right?
Teasus.
Hello, I'm Teasus. I will be playing the Tortle Paladin who goes by Fortheon. That is all.
Fox.
Hi, I'm Fox. I'm a gay furry. If you couldn't tell, you're probably meeting us for the first time, so you probably couldn't tell. But anyway, my pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing Atlas Everdeen, the Dampier Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Nice.
And I'll throw in, I'm an old person. I always forget that people like to know this. I am he, him as well. Sorry, young people.
Yes, and since I will definitely be the oddball in this group, I am it. However, I am okay with he, him.
God damn it.
And Phoenix.
I am Phoenix. I personally use she, her pronouns, but I will be playing Urgrash Iron Fist, barbarian that likes to cannibalize enemies that particularly piss him off. And my character is obviously he, him pronouns.
All right. And I am Reese. I am the DM tonight. I will be playing every other NPC in the universe. I use he, him pronouns. They, them is also acceptable. And yeah, it is my goal to get a TPK in session 0. We'll see. Everybody go ahead and shake the silly out. Get your little jazz hands going. Just shake it all to your fingertips and then flick it like a booger. Thank you, Teasus. He participated in the group activity.
I did as
Oh,
well.
I
I
am
just
also
didn't have my
30,
camera
by
on.
the way. Oh God. Okay, well, there's not much else to do but get right into it. So, this campaign finds our party in the city of Waterdeep, a place of mixed leadership, one might say. There are, of course, the open lords who are elected by their own that officially rule Waterdeep. But then you have the darker side, the Zentarim, also known as the Black Network, who rule from underground. The mysterious, enigmatic Xanathar, who is in a not so quiet competition with the Zentarim themselves. You have, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Yarlaxle Bainray. Don't quote me. Who is a bit of a swashbuckling, eccentric, head in the clouds, very high class, comes from money sort, who runs a very well known Cirque du Soleil of sorts, from aboard his ship, the Scarlet. Fuck. I can't pronounce half this shit, and I practice. The the Scarlet Marpinoth. And then
what is a Marpinoth?
I don't know, but he has a scarlet one. It is not finally because there is also. Give me a second. Nope, I'm not gonna mute. I'm just gonna sit here and look dumb. I hate the laughter of children.
That's pretty dark.
Just like high pitched scream giggling in the background. And I was like, okay.
So fun. A little. Oh, go ahead.
Daggle, sorry. Not Daggle. Yarlaxle runs. I said the wrong name. It don't matter. Either way, we have a bunch of people that rule this city from the underground, where the open lords do indeed have power. Beautiful. We have a lot of hands underneath the open lords who are ruling from the darker edges of the world. This particular adventure begins as most adventures begin. A group of maybe acquainted, maybe unacquainted adventurers looking for a place to eat, to sleep, and to drink. and generally just to have a good time. One way or another, either guided here by the hand of someone who you owe maybe loyalty to, maybe a debt, or given general directions by the townsfolk on where to go to have a good time. Ultimately, Hyro, Doravor, Portheon, Atlas, and Urgrash, you all end up standing together before the doors of a tavern called the Yawning Portal. You can hear shouts of laughter and merriment echoing from within, the sound of mugs clanking together, harsh and hearty screams of joy, anger, frustration, a combination of many emotions that you would expect to find in such a place. Perhaps someone's lost some money and someone else has gained some. There's the smell of something fried, something fried and crispy. The smell of old spilt ale, the smell of sweat. They all hang in the air at equal measure as you gaze forward at the surprisingly warm looking candlelight, fireplace light, lantern light that beams out from just on the other side of this threshold. Have any of you established whether your characters know each other or not?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
We
All right, well.
no.
I was just invited
You're all.
I would say
Well,
specifically,
you're all.
I have just been following along like a lost child. Heavy foots. But wait,
Okay,
I
well,
am looking for help.
Destiny and fate have brought you all together. Uh, Someone by the name of Volo has offered you a quest. You've accepted. This adventure seems to begin at the doors, at the entrance, really, of the yawning portal. Who is going to step inside first? Do you all step in at a group as a group?
Urgrash would smell the frying and the ale and immediately just go inside like it was his own home.
You will see Urgrash very boldly just seems to already love the atmosphere of this place. Pushes through the doors and moseys inside. Would you like to describe how your character looks, Phoenix?
I would. Urgrash Iron Fist is a 6'4" orc with uh, long black hair with the sides shaved and a big black beard. He has very large tusks and gray skin complexion. He carries a great axe, javelins, and two hand axes on his hip. And he wears what you would imagine a normal barbarian would: furs and leather.
Oh,
I'm done now.
I would say following short behind would be Hyro. It's a very large, possibly even taller than the barbarian, considering his girth. Very much unfitting to his natural task. But yeah, following behind would be this warforged beast, just kind of towering right around 6.5 feet, 6'7", somewhere between there, and just stomping along heavily. His outer plating is very dulled gray steel, just covered in soot. very well worn, very well adventured, and possibly very well exploded at some point as well. However, you can see creeping out from the places where his half mail doesn't cover is circuitry. Well, not so much circuitry, but brass gears, brass springs, brass rods. Very much in contrast, very shiny, very glossy, very well maintained and kept. He stomps up behind him. But wait, sir, I said I needed your help. Just chasing after the barbarian that went in before.
And I need some ale first.
That's very well, sir. That's very well. I will allow this, but please, we must talk business.
Of course. As Urgrass walks up to the bar to order some drinks.
Okay. Urgrash, while you can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say. Because my Discord is not keeping up with my voice activity. Um, while you were at the bar being handled by the bartender, uh, you hear, and you, by the way, you're all here to meet Volo. You hear off to the side somewhere an argument getting a little heated. You're not sure what's being said at this point in time, but it's very clear that some voices are starting to get louder than others. Off maybe to the eastern side of the establishment. 3 stories, possibly 4. Very big, very tall tavern. Who will be following Hyro into the
So fourth,
morning?
Fortheon. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Fortheon.
Fortheon shakes his head, looking sort of, feeling sort of weary, suspecting that these other people that he suddenly found himself involved with might be the sort that go looking for trouble. And he kind of waddles in behind them in a with a roll of his eyes and says to himself, oh, here we go again.
Aw, shit. Here we go again.
I was thinking that exact thing.
Is anyone going to follow Grandpa Turtle?
Yeah. This will kind of just look over, seemingly a little nervous. But it's kind of seeing this Turtle's reaction to the situation he's found himself in. A slight smirk comes across his face. Um, Atlas appears to be wearing this black tailcoat, which is kind of fitted to fit someone his size, being that he's only 4'8". He's quite the short individual, and even his ears are a little on the short side for his race. He's got this gray fur that almost seems a little unnatural, as if it used to be this elegant white fur. Um, and his eyes are this strange black and red, which would almost suggest as if he was some form of undead in some sort of aspect. And he's got these 2 fang-like teeth just sticking out of his snout. And he kind of follows after this turtle here and kind of just looks around slightly anxious before walking up to the bar to get a drink.
Okay, Fortheon. Earlier when we spoke, I don't think we got a description from you. I don't
So
want you to feel skipped.
Fortheon, no, that's okay. Fortheon is um, he is a turtle. So basically, he is an anthropomorphic turtle slash tortoise. He's about just over 4 feet tall. Um, he has a giant shell on his back, as you know, turtle
I
type
sure hope he
creatures do.
does.
And in addition to that, sort of he has affixed all over the back of his shell colorful rocks, shells, bits of cloth, and they're all remembrances of a former life that he had. In addition to that, he's carrying a second shell, which he uses as a shield, um, and and then in his other and strapped to his back is a very sort of crude looking spear that's about 3 feet long that has it's made of a shaft of wood, and then the blade on it is made from obsidian glass. And as a very sort of small, relatively small creature, he is very careful around others, but he sort of also gives the sense that he knows the power of his own abilities and presence. So he's not afraid, he's just a careful being. And he's typical turtle colors, like green with, yellow designs on his shell and things like that.
Okay. Urgrash and Hyro have approached the bar, Urgrash in particular, eager to get the bartender's attention. Atlas and Fortheon follow soon after, Atlas taking a bar seat for himself. And last but certainly not least, dragging along at the tail end of the group, we have Copper. What are you doing? How do you
Okay,
approach
so
this area?
Doravor kind of walks in, doesn't recognize anyone. He knows he's here to see someone, but he doesn't know if anyone else is to see him. He kind of just takes his own seat, orders an ale, kind of sits back. As for kind of a brief description of him, let me just pull up the character description here real fast. He's a bit of a if any of you weebs are watching, very much Bishonen looking in terms of look, very much pretty boy esque. Sitting at a very lofty. Hold on here, I gotta pull up my description here. Very lofty, 5'9". He looks like he brown hair that is very long. Probably if he's wet, he probably goes down to his, I would say, his mid back. And he's also wearing this black, kind of this black overcoat with like this black trench coat overcoat kind of thing, blackish brownish, with like a black vest with like a white shirt, like kind of like a formal, like almost what would almost be equivalent to almost like modern day formal attire, but in this particular universe would probably be just casual wear to a certain extent, like upper class casual wear. And he's kind of holding his hand. He's kind of using. He has a quarterstaff with him, but he's using it kind of like a walking stick almost.
Okay. Hold on. Everything is frozen again. Oh Lord. Come on. Unfreeze. There we go. Am I back? I'm back. Am I back? Hold on.
And I'm back from outer space. You can't do that without that look upon your face.
Okay. Sorry, everything froze for a second when I tried to check on the stream. It looks like, yeah. Still alive. Okay. Barely, but we're here. So, Dorvor, you find a table for yourself. You're looking for someone in particular.
Mhm.
You see, roll a investigation check for me.
First
And
roll. Here we go.
yeah.
Investigation, you said?
Oh yeah.
Investigation. Here we go.
And Urgrash, give me a persuasion roll
Oh,
to try to get the bartender to
that's a
that's a,
19.
that's a good first roll for the game, you know
Considering I only have a +1 investigation, that's really not bad.
that? We're off to a great start. Urgrash
Persuasion.
is giving me
Ooh, that is a 16.
Hey. Dorvor, you sit at your table, you look around for a while, and you see a man watching you, a very familiar man. He is kind of portly, jovial in nature, wearing one of those the kind of hats you would expect one of those fancy bards or like a town crier to wear, the big poop feathers
Oh,
sticking
yeah.
right
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
He's got a very lovely brown handlebar mustache, a thick beard that goes to about clavicle level before being cut into a very clean U shape. He's got expensive clothing, a white blouse sort of deal with puffy sleeves that are cuffed in multiple places by golden bands, big, thick, bushy caterpillar eyebrows, a big mug full of something. It's like a stein of sort. It's metal and it's kind of almost triangular, trapezoidal in shape. He's sitting by himself at a table for six, and in front of him is a very large, like a big, thick, large tome with several page markers. It's leather bound. And he's watching you, and when he sees you finally looking his way, my friend, lifts his hand, waves, gets your attention, waves you over eagerly.
I'll head on over then.
Okay, he will join. You recognize this man as Volo, specifically, and I'm going to try to pronounce this, Volothamp Gedarm, the man who has a quest for you to perform, to handle for him. A promise of great payment.
I'm assuming you must be Volo?
The very same. We are still waiting for a few. I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of hiring a few others to assist in this task. I just couldn't live with myself if I'd entrusted it to only one single person for one potential outcome.
Fair enough. It must be a big task if you're needing multiple people for this.
It's very important to me. More important than you would know.
Well, I've done a few jobs in my time. Normally, when you get multiple people involved, it's either the job is very important or it requires multiple steps.
That you can consider this job a bit of both. But here, have a seat. Order yourself a drink and some food. It's on me for the night. While we wait, believe I saw the rest of your party has entered the yawning portal. But we'll give them some time to acquaint themselves with the establishment, as I'm sure they are professionals, and it is something that any professional would do.
Well, I'm here by myself, so I don't know who you hired. So
You give them soon.
fair enough.
Urgrash.
Yes.
After a bit of time, you manage to wave down the bartender. It's an older looking gentleman, not too old, probably 45, 47, around there. You know, at that ripe old silver fox age. Hi, Jesus. Uh,
Oh my.
he's a skinnier guy, not so portly as the man I just described, Bolithimp. He's a skinnier guy, a starting to bald, his hairline receding slightly up the top of his skull, but the hair cut semi-short on the sides, but long on top, so that it curves over in a bit of a curled brown swoop over his forehead. He's got a handlebar mustache as well. However, it's spun, it's twirled more towards the ends into little whimsical swirled shapes. He has a singular kind of goatee soul patch going on in his chin, where it goes from his bottom lip, and it's grown out a good maybe 4 or 5 inches worth of that singular strip of beard, and he's in the process of cleaning out a mug with a just a plain white rag, or a rag that used to be white, anyways. When you approach and wave him down. Well, what can I get for you today?
I require one pitcher of your bestest ale.
Our best ale?
Yes.
Okay. And what about for your friend here? And he gestures over towards Hyro, who is mostly robotic.
Oh yeah, Hyro at this point, he's just basically standing there making passively passively clanking noises, just almost as if standing in anticipation, waiting for Urgash to even acknowledge his existence at this point. He has tuned out of the bartender altogether. He is just waiting for the beer to get put down, all so he can make his next step.
Excuse me, robot man.
Oh, yes, sir.
Do you drink?
Oh, no, 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 no. I have no need for such things, nor food either, but thank you. I appreciate you. Lovely.
Alrighty then.
Well, that'll be one pitcher of Shadow Dark Ale. And for the robot, nothing for now. What about you down there? What a strange looking picture.
I would I
Forthiar.
would like I would like a glass of salt water and 3 raw fish.
Salt water and 3. And he like pauses in his cleaning of this mug. You know, it takes all sorts, I suppose. I don't know if we have any raw fish today. We may have some dried fish that do, if I can find any for you in the back.
That'd be fine.
All right, and if I do happen to locate some fresh raw fish for you, I'll be certain to bring it up. In the
Don't put
meantime, then hmm?
don't put yourself out too much.
Oh, never. There's not a tip large enough in the world to over myself. I'll have you know, I pride myself on my mental health. That is to say, that is not to say I'm not a bit crazy, but we're all a bit cuckoo sometimes. He slides on down the bar towards you, Atlas, and he looks even more confused. He looks at you. He says, "Well, I've seen one or two turtle folk in my lifetime. I haven't really seen them here in Waterdeep, but they're around. I won't ask what you are, but I will ask, what are you doing at the bar? Would you like a drink?"
I think Atlas would kind of cast a curious eye towards the turtle folk, having just ordered glasses of salt water before side eyeing the bartender that just approached him before finally turning his head to look at him. Oh, I'm here on request of somebody, and to think I don't actually remember their name at the moment, but could I just do you have tea? like a tea, if you would.
Tea. Get you a water.
Can you open it?
Yes, I can. All right, y'all give me 1 second.
Okay.
There you go. Go on.
Daddy.
You're welcome. We interrupt this program for cute baby noises. Atlas, make a history check for me. And what were you saying to the bartender? I'm sorry. I know you said you're there looking for someone you can't quite remember. Who? 15.
15. Yeah.
Did you have an order for the bartender, for the barkeep?
He just asked for a tea.
A tea. Okay. Atlas, you can't remember quite the full name of the person who brought you here. All that really comes to mind is syllables, and that's Volo. After a while, the bartender hears all of your requests, turns around to a nearby bar hand and go down to the cellar and see if we have any fresh fish. If we don't, just bring up some dry. I'm sure it'll work out, but be careful while you're down there. Don't break anything again. Gods. New hires, am I right? He turns back for the bar. The first order for him is rather easy. Pours a tall pitcher of, what did I call it? What is it called? Shadow Dark Ale. Yes. He pours a tall pitcher of Shadow Dark Ale, and it is a dark ale. It's almost, it's like Heineken, kind of, with the dark kind of syrup color, but it's liquidy, foamy. It
You mean
smells
Guinness?
very nice. Is it Guinness that's dark?
Yes.
It is Guinness that's dark. You're right. I don't drink lagers. I don't drink a lot of beer. So
All good.
it's like Guinness with how dark it is. And he pours the mug and he brings it over and he sets it down in front of you.
So as I was saying, at that point, Hyro would, of course, immediately react. So as I was saying, I was hoping we could talk to business. If you don't mind, I am here to offer my services as a repair assistant. Do you have any need for me?
I don't wear armor. I don't use any fancy thingamajigs.
Oh, well, that
I believe you could assist me in a job I've been hired to do, however.
Oh, well, I do need coin for my research, so if you feel I could be of some use to you, I'd be happy to assist.
Let me pay the man, and then we can be on our way.
Excellent. Yes, please.
So Forthion overhears this exchange, and he looks at Urgrash, and he says, "Were you looking for a man named Volo too?"
I indeed was.
So am I. Have you seen sight or sound of this joker?
Do I hear this conversation, by the way?
You make a perception check.
Perception. Also +1. Please be good to me.
It
Fuck.
is a
That's a
loud-
5. That's a 6.
Not only is it a loud, boisterous tavern, these people are somewhat keeping the conversation to themselves, where it involves money. And if there's
Also,
one
I think they're on the next
you don't
floor
let
even,
people
too.
know when you've got money in your pocket.
I think they're also on the next floor, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they at the bar?
Oh, they're at the bar.
Okay, I thought they were on the next floor for some reason.
In my head, in my head canon, you can't hear over the sound of my grinding ass.
Chugging off in the corner like. As this conversation is going on, Forthion, you watch as the same bartender fills a mug full of fresh water, grabs a handful, like a good fist full of sea salt, dashes it in there real nice, and starts vigorously stirring it around until every grain has dissolved.
That's
Atlas,
perfect.
your tea comes. Your tea is a cold brew. It comes with a in a small-ish pint glass, not a full-size pint glass. It's like a pint glass that was, you know what, an Irish coffee mug. I think that's the perfect size. That's what it could be called. It's just a sturdier champagne flute, if you will. It's filled with water. The tea bag is set in. Forthion, your mug of seawater, salt water, is tamped down in front of you. Atlas, your little cup of tea is gently placed in front of you. The water is still clear. It hasn't even begun to dissolve. Nothing's begun to infuse yet because of the temperature. And he takes a little spoon and sets it in there for you to stir it and agitate it if you wanted to, to try to speed up the process.
I'll just kind of look down at this cup, and his ears kind of droop down. It's a little sad that it wasn't even prepared. Almost kind of wishing he had the same vigorous work done on his beverage that was just done on Forthion's.
That'll be 1 silver apiece for you two. Are you no offense, I don't mean to assume, but are you two together, the turtle and the fox? Are you?
I've never seen this man before in my life. And Forthion then dumps the salt water over his head and lets it run all down him. And he sighs in seeming not ecstasy, but relief. It gets real dry out here on land.
I can understand that feeling. Sometimes my joints tend to jam up because of he slaps himself upside the head because of things like that.
So after Forthion dumps the salt water on his head, he raises his voice as loud as he physically can, and he says, "I'm looking for Volo."
For a moment, the tavern goes quiet. Dorvor,
I'm guessing I hear at that time. I'm guessing.
Yeah, everyone just turns to like, read the room, bro. Read the room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, excuse me. I'm guessing I clearly hear it that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna go.
It all goes quiet as everyone stares at Forthion with like a look of. Do you not see that we're in a tavern? Can you not read the atmosphere? I'm saying.
And Forthion just stares back, completely unperturbed, just waiting.
I'm gonna put my hand on my face and go, "Oh boy." I'm gonna just wave my hand and go, "You looking for Volo? Come on over here." I'm just gonna like motion them to come over to where I am.
Volo chuckles faintly at the spectacle and bumps you, Dorivor, lightly with an elbow. Professionals, they know how to find what they're looking for.
Well, we are professionals. We may be I may be professionals, but professionals come in different flavors, if you will.
And you know what? It's good to have a variety.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I take a drink.
Forthion, after that outburst, you see Dorivor, the half elf, correct?
Yes, half elf.
With a rotund human man at the table. And before you can, if you chose to step up and step off that way, The bar hand returns with a large, but not too large, a large rainbow trout, sort of looking. I don't know what kind of fish they have here, but it's a rainbow trout today on a stick. It's raw, it's fresh. It doesn't have that fishy odor to it. The eyes aren't murky. It looks like it was just caught and brought in.
Oh, so it's brought to so that fish is brought to me.
No, it's brought to Fortheon, who ordered it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if I didn't know if that was still at me. So I was like, wait, what? Hold on here.
So Fortheon grabs his fish and just like swallows it.
Stick and all.
Well, he takes the stick out and then just swallows the fish whole. And then he starts walking over to the Doravor Volo table.
Okay, is anyone following Fortheon?
Atlas is probably sitting there staring at disbelief at Fortheon after watching him just dump water down his back and then just swallow the fish whole. And then once he hears Doravor, I think.
Yeah, Doravor.
Once he hears him kind of call out, Yellow's over there. He'll go over there, and then he'll go take a seat next to Nello.
Okay.
Urgrash would hand the bartender a gold piece and say, quietly, I need a tray and however many more pitchers that will buy me.
You paying for the turtle?
Why not?
All right.
Here, let me assist you in carrying these objects to your table.
You put one more gold on the bar, and I'll see to it that your party has a time tonight.
Urgrash thinks for a minute, then slides another gold across the bar.
Excellent time doing business with you, my friend. And he sweeps the 2 gold coins off the bar, pockets them, and sets about pouring mug after mug after mug after mug of ale.
Urgrash gives out a hearty laugh.
At this point, Hyro starts snatching up the ales by the, as best as he can. He's definitely not the most agile fingered of creatures, but he's definitely doing his best gathering them up. He managed to get probably about 3 in each hand as he straightens up his posture, turns sharply, and starts moving towards the table.
Okay. And about 6 more mugs of ale are still set up on the bar, put on trays, so that they're a little bit easier to carry.
Urgrash would just chug his pitcher.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
A Constitution saving throw? I can definitely do that.
I don't care if you're an orc. Make that con save.
That is a 14.
Okay. You chug that pitcher, and while you don't vomit up everything that's in your stomach, you feel the hiccups coming on. It starts slow. It starts with that one little and then soon after another and then you feel that warm rosiness, that warm rosy comfort coming on your cheeks as you grab your tray. And the room isn't spinning or anything, but it's got a slight inch by inch teeter-totter to it as you make your way over that table with the tray. You are drunk. Well, you are tipsy, but you're drunk.
And of course, Hyro, seeing the pitched pitcher, after he sets the drinks down, he immediately goes to work on that. I will go ahead and mend the item.
While the bartender was already reaching for it to clean it out when he sees you grab hold of the pitcher and clean it up a bit, make it look more presentable. He goes, oh, well, aren't you a handy little thing?
Yes, sir. I am here for your repairing needs.
I ain't paying you.
Oh. At that point, he just picks up the jug, just briskly, sharply up, back down, smash, and walks away.
And I love that
this
for
one's
you.
got some balls on him, I see.
He just like looks at the picture and looks back after the fight. I like that kid. He's got balls somewhere.
He's a warforged with pizzazz.
I am using multiple ball bearings. Thank you for your acknowledgement.
I was about to say there's some ball bearings on that one.
Some brass ones, no doubt.
White,
Hey.
very brass, very shiny. Make sure to clean them once a week.
Only once.
I clean
Anyways,
mine
you
once
all,
a day.
They must be especially shiny.
Oh, they are.
You all gather around the table. Volo had called you over. Dorvor, did you have an order at all that you had?
All I did was I think I ordered just an ale, just a basic ale.
Is that soon? You find that is soon delivered to you as a combination of Hyro and Urgrash make their way over with several rounds of beer. Who knows if they're sure or not, but
drink and be merry.
So I see we're the band of misfits Volo hired. This should be interesting.
I am here for repairs.
you need
Noted.
repairs, says Volo.
So yes, I am here to repair your items as needed. I am here to assist at the promise of wealth.
I see. And Volo looks over to Urgrash. How much did all of this run you?
2 gold, my friend.
And Atlas, you are still at the bar, or have you decided to join
He
us?
came over and sat down.
Okay. And how much did let's see, if I remember when I hired you all, Fortheon and Atlas. How much did your meals and drinks run you?
So Fortheon, he just kind of looks at Volo and says, "I flicked a silver coin at the bartender. I don't know if he saw it."
And you, Atlas.
It seems to have only been a silver piece. I paid for it on my own accord.
Very well. Well, all of your drinks and all of your meals will be on me for the duration of our conversation, and depending on how this goes, through the night. And he takes out a pouch, pulls out several gold coins. He gives 3 gold coins to Urgrash, 1 gold to Atlas, and 1 gold to Fortheon.
So 10, 1, 2 plus 3 11.
Let this be just a small inclination as to how important this upcoming quest is to me for it to be followed through and completed professionally and done well.
What is this quest you need done, Volo?
A friend of mine has been kidnapped. I suspect it is a case of mistaken identity. I've never known him to do anything unlawful or uncouth, but he was taken in the streets not too long ago.
By who?
That I am not quite sure of. I have a general idea of 2 people it could be. In fact, one idea is slightly stronger than the other.
Who is your friend?
He is Floon Blagmar. and I fear he has been caught up in a dire conflict between the Zentarim and Xanathar's group. These two, I'm not sure how well you all know the city of Waterdeep, but these two organizations are always at each other's throat over something that happened gods know how long ago.
Well, I was here on vacation, but now it seems I've here on a longer stay due to some unforeseen circumstances.
Well, the beautiful thing about freelance is, thankfully, as long as you just report every once in a while, basically to pay rent and whatnot, and thankfully I just paid rent. Uh, thankfully you won't be bothered too much. So as long as this doesn't take extraordinarily too long, I think we should be okay. On my end.
I require no substance.
Well, that is good to know, my friend. You're very, one could say, low maintenance.
Actually, my maintenance is extremely important and very, very regularly done, but I appreciate your thoughts.
Oh, well, pardon me, I didn't mean any offense.
Plenty taken. Continue.
And Volo starts to continue on with an explanation of this quest. You all sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by brightly burning candles. It's at this point in your round of drinking and some of you eating, littered with plates cleared of food and half-drained tankards. The sounds of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a young bard roughly 3 tables down. Then, all of the noise is eclipsed by a shout. "Ya pig! Like killing me mates, does ya?" And then a 7-foot tall half-orc is hit by a wild, swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What are you all doing?
Urgrash would finish all the half-drinking tankards of ale.
All of them?
All of them.
Let's see, that was 12 tankards.
That sounds like a Constitution save and a half.
That sounds like a couple Constitution saves. Let's see. Make 2 matter of fact, I'll simplify this. Make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage? Okay.
Yes.
Let me roll again. I already rolled 1. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's...
So you got a 10. Urgrash, in the spirit of tavern brawls, you throw back mug after mug after mug after mug of half-drank drinks, and they all hit you as your body is absorbing this low alcohol content, but a lot of it. You are drunk, and you not only are you drunk, you are absolutely fucking sloshed. So go ahead and give yourself the drunk condition on your character sheets.
How do I do that? Oh, conditions? There's not a drunk condition, it looks like.
There is no, hold on, conditions. What is the equivalent of the drunk condition? Let me see.
Let me look here real fast. Let me just see conditions.
I could have sworn there was a drunk condition.
Okay. Can I say?
Okay, so poisoned.
Yeah, I was about to say poisoned.
Yeah, poisoned is the equivalent.
All right. At this point, Urgrash will rage and fly into the fray.
Oh yes, we love to see it. Is anyone else following after Urgrash?
So Fortheon, seeing that this person that he's supposed to complete this quest with decides that he's going to go and try and protect Urgrash from getting beaten up too badly.
Okay, and just these two?
I'll say that Hyra would.
Atlas is gonna.
After you, Atlas. After you.
Okay. I think Atlas is gonna hunker down in his chair and just kind of like stir his little cup of tea, or rather cup of water, with a spoon. Not wanting to get involved if he could.
Hyra would straighten up as Urgash starts drinking, guzzling down those beverages, watching him run into the fight, and he would shout out, "My research monies!" and would charge in after him, trying to chase him down.
What about Durable?
I'm standing the fuck back. Like, I'm not the best physically, so I'm just standing on my quarterstaff going. I'm looking at Villa going, "You're getting involved in this?"
Oh, good heavens, no! It's none of my business.
Yeah.
Let them all kill each other for all I care. But now that your compatriots are in there, it has become somewhat my business. No, I think I'll sit here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out unless they're getting their shit kicked in.
Bartender, another round.
At least that's something we can agree on.
Urgrash laughs hearing this and says, "Fuck yeah," and grabs the chair as he charges in.
All right, Fortheon, Urgrash, and Hyro, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
I don't have disadvantage on initiative, and I still got a 9.
A 5.
Oh, Jesus.
Fortheon got a 14.
Okay. You all rolled. There we go. You all rolled really bad, except for Fortheon. All right. It's gonna go. I should have just made an initiative. You know what? Did that work? Why did it not work?
I think because you might have put a space between the N and the 5.
Oh, I know what I did. I didn't. Which one was I looking for? No, not letting me add Niagara. You know what? What are her stats? She'll be the thug. All right. And Pyro. Pyro was top? No, fourth yawn. Oh, do init join. Exclamation point init join, all of you.
Exclamation point init join.
Mm-hmm.
That was my tyranny character.
Did you import the wrong? Oh, this is gonna be curious.
Okay, so everybody else works but mine, of course.
Yeah. You imported
I imported Urgrash because it's showing up his roles.
Okay. There's give me 1 second. We're working out some stuff. I think there's a way to switch. It's something like exclamation point character list, I think it is. Yeah, exclamation point character. Oh, let's see. Oh, sick. Okay. Exclamation point character Doravor.
Hold on. Character door.
And exclamation point character
There you go.
Urgrash. There you go. Now you can do init join.
There we go. I rolled worse.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Really do appreciate you, Benjamin. Hope you're doing well today.
Even though I'm not part of the battle.
Oh, you're not. That's right. You're not. Never mind.
I'll have it on standby though.
Okay, yeah, you can just put them in there in case you want to do some shenanigans on the side.
Right.
Now, because this is a tavern brawl, I will assume everyone is doing non-lethal damage in melee. Is that safe to assume?
Can I flip a coin to see if Urgrash will do lethal or non-lethal damage since he's so fucking smashed?
if you know what, you can.
Call heads or tails.
No, you should do it for each attack. There you go. You should do it for each attack. That hit, I should say.
I'm there for it.
Yeah, Duravor. That's right, Duravor. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got you all.
Are we gonna say tails is lethal, heads is non-lethal?
I was gonna say heads is lethal because heads is get your head chopped off or something.
All right, deal. He is wielding a chair, however.
He is. Does he have the tavern? No, he's not got tavern brawler. All right, you will be making improvised. All right. Combat starts with Hyra. And we will also add Prince.
Actually, I'm going to hold my turn until after Urgrash.
Okay. What are you holding? You holding your action, your reaction, your bonus action?
We'll do
Urgrash is all up in there.
Yeah, gosh, yeah.
Urgrash is in there like swimwear.
He is.
I kind of wish I would have rolled worse. How did I get 19? I thought I got 8.
Because when you rejoined the list.
Oh, okay. Whatever then. It doesn't even have my right AC in there.
Did you equip your...
Yeah, I switched my armor. How do I fix that?
You fix it through your inventory.
I equipped the armor. I did.
You have to type exclamation point update.
Yeah.
And then character name.
There we go.
Exclamation point update hierarchy. Now let's view. Yeah, Fortheon do exclamation point update. No, you did a capital U.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, guys. He's a silver fox. Give him some time.
That's
That's gonna be my ongoing joke because like the face you made when I said silver fox age, you were like,
Look, I'm taking it.
beautiful.
There we go. Okay.
And you know what? Galadriel.
Galadriel is my tyranny character. He shouldn't
Yeah,
be in there.
he's in there. Did you switch?
Yeah, I switched. Urgrass
Well.
is there too.
Actually, you know what? I know what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I know what I'm going to go ahead and do now.
We're given silver time.
Yeah, because honestly, being first in combat is like very much opposite of what I wanted right now. But I will go ahead and expand an action to do produce flame. I'm not going to actually make an attack with it, but basically I'm going to hold my hand out. Hyro's going to reach out, hold his hand out, and a small torch kind of pops out from the palm of his hand, which then suddenly ignites
Everyone
into a
back up,
ball.
I'm casting fireball.
Like, please let us talk about this civilly. We do not need to fight each other. As he brandishes the ball of fire, not necessarily threateningly, but trying to kind of like wave it at people just to at least get them to know he's meaning serious business. Question mark.
Okay. Well, would you like to roll a persuasion or intimidation check to see if you can kind of break up the fight before it really gets down to business?
Sure. I will do an intimidation for giggles. Let's see. Intimidation.
Nat 20 right here. I'm calling it. First nat 20 of the campaign.
We're saying nat 20, but it's going to be a nat 1. Never mind, it's a nat 12.
Anything but.
Yeah, so 11.
He's not a very threatening robot.
If that's the end of your turn, we'll go ahead to bandit number 2, who turns to look at you, holding up that flame, crinkles up his nose a little bit. Ah, fuck him, and pulls out his scimitar. Urgrash, you smashed right in the middle of all of this. Fortheon, where are you? Followed after Urgrash, right?
Yeah, I'm probably Fortheon's probably sort of behind Urgrash, trying to make his way up to the front of this this brawl.
Can I use my reaction to him pulling out the scimitar to drop the chair and draw my great axe?
Go ahead.
Perfect.
Let's see if this works. Nope. That's gonna confuse me. What did I do wrong here? We're figuring things out. This is why this is session 0. Oh, I see. Okay. Look at that. We're learning things.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Do you need to specify which of the BA guys is attacking with the scimitar?
Nope, because I can do in it next. It's 'Kay. Let me, because I just forgot everything I just learned. Negative T target. Okay. So will it work this way? $12 does not hit.
No, it
Okay,
does
well,
not.
you rolled a 12. Now I know how to do this. Forthion, you feel a crash against the back of your shell as someone tries to smash you with their scimitar, slash at you, and it doesn't even make a dent. They just ting. Oh crap! What is this thing made
Forthion,
out of?
Forthion chuckles and he goes, I can do this all day.
You can't now without +1 shield, buddy. It is your turn in initiative.
Okay. So Forthion is somewhat irritated right now.
Mhm.
And since that bandit has attacked him with a scimitar, he takes out his spear, popularly known as a yiklawa. I had to look up how to pronounce that. And so he decides to attack Bandit 2.
Okay. You can roll from your character sheet. A 21 definitely hits. Let's see. How do I damage them? You did 10 damage.
Shit.
Oh man,
Yikes.
that was max.
Right.
That was max damage.
Oof.
Oh god. That was nasty.
Bandit 1 explodes.
Can Forthion do an intimidation roll after that?
Go ahead.
So Forthion just kind of looks at the other 4 bandits, and he says, "I think you guys misunderstood this situation. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me."
Oh god.
And he rolls a terrible intimidation roll.
Quite a rousing offer, sir. It does seem like they're definitely not interested in your threats.
Well, he is like a 4-foot tall turtle.
Who very likely just killed their buddy in one shot.
Yeah.
We can just push you over on your back and you can't get up.
Okay. What you did, you gave them a very rousing good stern talking to, but that they just cannot hear over the sound of the battle going on around them. Mark down Bandit 2 as having X amount of hit points. Okay. God, now I've got to do all these. Next, the bandits that are surrounding Urgrash.
Hmm.
Let's see if I this way. It worked. It's a miss. One bandit swings at you. Ping. Right over your head. I don't know what you're doing in the moment, but you're dodging. Okay. I gotta go through all these quick. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Skidgmatar. Listen, it's an Indian all right, this one I'll just narrate the this one swings, catches you on the arm with the tip of their scimitar, and just gives you a nice new scar. That's gonna sting later, right across the left bicep.
I take half damage from that as well.
Okay. Half damage. It's you take half because you're raging,
Yep.
right? Okay. And next. Bandit number 4. This one seems to have taken your shell as a challenge for Theon. And they too are going to take a swing at you. Let me not skidgmatar. Jesus. And again, ting right off the back. they're just struggling to find a way to get through this natural carapace.
Ortheon is just smiling with glee. And he looks at Urgrosh and he says, "Are you having fun yet?"
Another swing and another miss. As I begin to regret my skills at this part of this campaign. With a 15, they still manage to miss Ortheon's AC by a mile. They're swinging their scimitars. Urgrosh is caught up in the crossfire. He takes a hit, and Fortheon, you take several hits, but don't feel a single fucking one. And then finally,
Ooh.
it is Urgrash's turn, and the skull.
I rolled a nat 1
Oh no.
No.
with a plus
Oh
1
my.
grade.
Oh yeah, because you're rolling with disadvantage, son of a bitch. You rolled a nat 19 and a nat 1 on a disadvantage. That is rough.
Oh my god, that's rough. Urgrash, you know what? I'm gonna let you narrate how it happened because
Are we gonna roll crit fails?
we are. We're gonna roll a crit fail.
Just tell me what it is and I'll narrate it. I got you.
Ah, it sucks.
You hit Fortheon with a 24. I'll take that 19 and add your plus 5 to it. Go ahead and roll damage. As you wildly swing this great axe.
That's 10 damage,
no.
Fortheon.
So Fortheon is not dead.
He's not dead. He finally felt one.
Felt a big one too. Like that was a big hit.
I think at this can I say at this point that I see this and I'm like, okay, this is getting out of hand, and I'm going to join the initiative.
All right, go ahead and
Can it
did you
join?
switch your, yep,
Oh,
with a
holy
19.
shit! God damn!
Urgrash is blindly swinging, not being able to see through the blurriness and distortion of his drunken state. And he screams out, "Ha! I got one of you."
And Fortheon, bleeding heavily from his body, is like, "Yeah, you got me, you moron."
Oh, fuck. Dude, if Fortheon dies right now because I rolled a nat 1, I will cry.
Multi-attack.
The bandits are against this guy, so he is going in with his mace. You see this guy with several eye tattoos all over his head, clean shaven bald man. As all these bandits, well, Zentarim, they're dressed like Zentarim. They're very blatantly Zentarim. Have surrounded him, and you all go into the fray, and he sees you all are on his side, which confuses him at first. He gives you a bit of a, but it does enough to spare you the massive ass whooping you would have just gotten if you had jumped on Eyeball Man instead of the bandits. Because he swings his maces around. Bandit number 2 is actually dead because of Porthion's attack. So Bandit number 2 is dead. Bandit number 1 is gravely injured as he
As is Fortheon.
this is Forthion runs up to Bandit number 2, smashes the back of the head. Bandit number 2 crumples. He looks at Bandit number 1, who was right beside him, does one of those hey bada bada, swing, and pings it off the side of his temple. Galadriel is not in. Number 2 is Krentz. And Krentz is number 1. Number 2 is Yagra? Yeah. And he is also going to multi-attack, but he is going to multi-attack against Krentz, who is the man with all these eyeball tattoos.
No, that's a yikes.
Yikes on that's a yikes for Yagra, and he's gonna do it again.
For those wondering watching at home, that was a nat 1.
That was definitely a we will for those watching it, we will have this more properly set up next week, but I didn't have time to get a good screen capture of everyone to make a new layout with the stage set up for video and voice chat being different from regular voice channel. But I did have a nice little setup going until I didn't. So, stuff happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, finally hits Krentz. Krentz has a little, just a little swing, smacks him across the back, but he's got a good, strong, muscled back, so it just kind of bounces off of him in his half-drunken state. Back around to Doravor. It is your turn.
All right. So I'm kind of just I'm not even gonna move where I'm from. Let's see. I'm gonna say, I got plenty of opportunity here. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. Uh, who's the is there which are there any particular enemies that are closest to the to uh Forthorian? I can never know how you pronounce your name.
Fortheon.
Fortheon.
Fortheon, yeah.
Bandit 1 is the closest to Fortheon at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with Chill Touch.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a range of 120 feet. Please hit. For the love of God. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. That is 4 points of necrotic. As well as it can, particular, if they're still alive, they cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. How do I make it auto focus?
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Pass. Oh, that's not it. Yes, no. Oh my lord.
Just chill,
The
bro.
wild magic surge. Your spell can must do 12.
Okay, so that doesn't activate, but hold on, let me check wild magic surge real fast. Oh, that doesn't work because I used a cantrip. It only works on first level or higher.
Dang, I was so excited.
Nope, not quite, not quite.
All right. Well, 4 damage to Bandit 1. I didn't do it right still. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out.
Yeah, so yeah, I will specify if it's a cantrip or not for future reference.
Actually, I think how much did they take last round? Is the question. Let me see. I think that kills them. Nope, they've still got this much. Okay. And you said that ends your turn?
Yes.
Hyro, you're up.
Oh no! My new travel companion! You appear to be damaged in some way. Let me see if I can assist you with that. Here we go. So I go ahead and reach out, the flame extinguishing from my hand, and I actually move up and lay hands on excuse me, on our turtle friend and heal for 7 HP.
Oh, thank God.
7 HP, Fortheon. How do you feel? You got that big old jagged wound in your shell, and you're just complaining about it. Knit back together just a little bit.
Thanks, Metal Man.
You will be appropriately billed for these repairs later.
The other guy, better watch out. I think he's a little had too many hits from the snake, if you know what I'm saying.
Don't
He's
roll
drunk.
into that one, you're crash. All right, Hiro, does that end your turn?
That will end my turn.
All right. Around to Fortheon.
Okay. So, here, let me. What is it? Exclamation point update.
Yes.
Okay. So Fortheon is back to 8 out of 11 hit points. So seeing he's like kind of okay, who's in front of him at this point?
At this point, BA Bandit 1 and Bandit 1 and Thug 2, which would be Yagra.
All right, so Fortheon is super unhappy now, so he goes after Bandit 1.
Okay.
And he
I will
rolls.
say Bandit 1 is on death's door. You roll
He
enough.
rolls terribly.
You roll enough to go right over their head with what you're swinging. That Yakwala misses its mark entirely.
Which is hilarious because
it's pronounced
we're only 4 feet tall.
Yakulwa.
Oh, Yakulwa. Yikulwa.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yakulwa. Anything else for you, Fortheon, as you go in for that revenge poke and you just or we'll say Urgrash bumps into you and it's dead on, you're like, I got him. It's like a fish on a hook, and then boom comes this big ass orc man. Just doesn't knock you over, but throws off your aim enough to where you just poop right past.
Nothing else. Well, yeah, nothing else at this point.
All right. Back to all these fuckers. Bandit 3 is upset, and Bandit 3 just watched a couple of his buddies get hurt real bad. He is going to attack. Names. Krentz. Oh, he's got Scimitar, sorry. Krentz takes maximum damage, 7 points. As the bandit sweeps around with his scimitar and just cuts into this man. Almost chopping off a limb, but just barely missing. Bandit number 5. You know what, Urgrash? I think both of you are pretty banged up.
I've only taken 3 damage.
You've only taken 3 damage?
Yeah.
That's right, because you took half damage. You're about to take half damage again. You take 1 damage. in your loopy, rage-filled state, you don't feel the pain. They're digging into you, and you're just swatting it off like it's a bunch of flies swarming around you. You take another 1 point of damage. I don't know if it's having. Let's see. Yeah, you need to bump up your HP by 4 in the update. Or bump up your HP by 8 and then update. There we go. Bandit number 1, who is hanging on by a thread. non-lethal damage. This in this beautiful tavern.
So
Nat 20. I'm so listen. Y'all better be glad. Y'all better be fucking glad. Oh my god.
was that on fourth? That was on Fortheon?
No, that was on Prince.
Oh.
Oh, Krintz is fucking dead, isn't he?
Oh no, not yet. Urgrash, it is your turn.
Oh yeah.
You watch, you go in swinging, and you're watching the bandits hitting your friends, but the bandits are also hitting some other man, bald, with eyes tattooed all over him. And do
I'm
you
gonna attack.
assume that the enemy of your enemy is your friend, or there's also another person that's attacking them alongside the bandits? That would be thug number 2 on initiative.
I'm going to attack just the closest bandit that I see.
Okay. You see bandits number 1.
I rolled a 7.
Oh my god! You miss, and that's okay, because everybody misses sometimes, especially
So
when they're 12 pitchers deep.
so
Actually,
Fortheon, watching everybody around him get wailed on, yells over, "Hey Fox boy, maybe you should participate in this a little bit."
Okay, like slowly turn and look over, hearing the name Fox Boy, and just like a look of what the fuck did I just get called comes across his face. It's like, I'd rather not. Seems to be some sharp weapons over there. I'll pass.
Volo pats you on the arms a few times, chuckling. Now, the best way to build camaraderie is fight together, and then shoves you out of the chair. Make a athletics saving. No, make a strength saving throw. And
get that ass out there, boy.
Oh my god, this asshole.
You Oh! You barely managed to cling to like the chair teeters, and then it totters, and then it teeters again before falling again. You're clinging to it your life, but you are still in your chair. And Volo looks at you with like a, I'll be taking note of that on his face as you refuse to join your compatriots in their bar.
For the record, I feel like it would. I mean, didn't you think it a little ill-advised to go start fighting people you have no background on?
Oh, I have background on everyone in this tavern, my dear boy.
Whereas I
I
don't. You
don't
could also
simply
to me.
hire random people for my most important quest yet. Second to my book, of course, Volo's Guide to Monsters.
I mean, I'm sure you don't, but I like to be careful with who I choose as my enemies.
Well, is it wise to potentially make an enemy of your own party members? I'll leave you with that information for, and then we'll return to Brawl. There's slashing of swords and crashing of weapons, and the audience, the spectators around are cheering and they're even throwing coins in and betting. And I've got 5 gold on the orc. And I've got 6 gold on the turtle. And then Shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with warty green skin, a tangled nest of wiry black hair, a long, carrot-shaped nose, and bloodshot eyes. As it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that half a dozen bat-like creatures are in the body, with 3 more circling above, flies. Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear, except for the barkeep, who shouts, "Troll!" To add.
Come on, Rolo.
I'm gonna just look towards yellow with a glare. See that thing? That thing up there? That's an enemy, and he will join initiative at that point.
Attaboy. Had a big oof on the initiative, but whatever. Sorry about me being quiet. But while that was happening, my chair, the bolts on the back decided to go bonk and got loose. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna repair that real fast.
No. So, let's take a quick look at what we got going. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Urgrash, I believe we did end your turn last round, right? Or did I go straight to narrating without letting you attack? No, you missed.
I missed.
All right. Top of the round. Surge number 1 looks a bit hungry for blood, and there's a lot of blood to be had around here. It's going to go straight for bandit number 3. Oh, nope. I'm going to have to spam this. Oh, nope. I fucked up. Nope, no, I didn't. Which Sturge is at the top? Sturge number 1. Oh, that works. Well, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to do a quick potty break for everyone, because I have been chugging water and I need to get to the top of the round. So, everyone, mute your mics, turn off your webcams or whatever. Go potty and come back, and we should be ready to go.
Yay.
All right.
And Urgrash, you might want to definitely fix your HP if you get a chance.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not sure if it'll fix in the initiative because there's not really a way to roll rage.
Yeah.
So we'll just do it by D&D Beyond.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey Reese, I apologize. In like, I probably have to go in about a half hour. Only because I've got to finish my taxes tonight.
No, that's fine. That's about when I was gonna cut it.
Perfect.
I was like, I'm either gonna end it at 6 or 7, but
Sorry to cut things short. I got to get it done. I
I
was
will
close.
say, actually, since we just added new enemies to the combat, if you wanted, it would be a good ending point for now. Or if you're down to play another 30 minutes, we could do it that way instead, and then just I'll
No,
memorize
I can go.
Aaron's initiative.
I can go
I
30
gotta
more
go to
minutes.
dinner.
Okay.
So if you guys are okay with it, could we end here? Or
I mean,
do we?
I'm like I
Doesn't
said,
matter to
I'm
me.
fine with ending here since we just added a bunch new combatants.
All right.
It would
Yeah, it should be
potentially be a
fine.
good stopping point, but we'll do like a little outro
Sounds good.
just so
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I've got the initiative order. Yep. Okay, we'll wait for Silver to come back. I think we're waiting on Silver.
Oh, I'm here. I was just being quiet.
Oh. Okay. So as Dernan the barkeep screams out, "Troll!" over the rattle rousing of this flesh tearing, bone breaking fight. And you all look on as surges and this massive green creature crawls out of this yawning portal.
Hey.
We will pause combat here. And I appreciate you all for showing up today. Appreciate you all for playing. I hope everyone had a good time as we got some of the kinks in our combat system.
Even learned some new kinks while I was at it.
We did learn some new kinks.
God damn it.
What?
And we only slightly kink shamed Forthian for his raw fish fetish and his saltwater dumping needs.
How you get all that good flavor?
Yes, I do love a good salted turtle stew. So
You're just being salty. You couldn't have any.
oh god. Thank you all for coming today. We'll see you all hopefully next Sunday with a lot smoother of a transition. Love you all and remember to be excellent to each other.
Absolutely.
Have an absolutely beautiful time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Silver, will you be continuing to stream? If so, I will raid
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stream on up.
Okay, let me see how I rate. Oh, almost dropped it. I will do it from my Twitch dashboard.
Let's see. What game do I want to play today? Haven't even thought that far ahead.
Everyone give me 1 second while we raid Silver. I have no idea how to do this. Let me
Be
try
/ raid.
Oh, okay. In the what? In the chat?
in the chat. /raid elemental_silver.
Okay.
Dim's the easy way.